back now with Donna Lee of a company called Celtics. It's a Houston-based company that is using some amazing medical technology having to do with stem cells to treat all sorts of people. And so, Donna, if anyone's heard the name Celtics in the news, probably most closely related to kind of a high-profile patient of yours, Governor Rick Perry, actually had this stem cell technology done. Was it on his back?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, and he had wonderful success with the treatment and was able to get around just perfectly just days after. Is that right?
Yeah, weeks after, but yes, so very soon, a very quick recovery, yes. Mm-hmm.
So why doesn't everybody know about this treatment, and why isn't it widely available for everyone? Like we see the commercials on TV for this pill and that pill. I feel like everyone needs to know about this, especially if you're having such great success with degenerative diseases.
Right. Well, behind every pill and behind every amazing medical technology is years and years and years of research. And in the world of these kinds of stem cells, the research hasn't been is still accumulating. In the past few years, even just on these particular stem cells, there have been over 30,000 papers that have been written. So it's a very up-and-coming technology. And we're understanding that having access to your own cells and being able to use them are showing these effects. And I think more and more of this data is being accumulated, and hence we'll be able to market this widely very soon. But of course,
there are also huge pharmaceutical companies behind those pills, and this is a privately held company. Mm-hmm. You're doing amazing work. So tell us a little bit more about some of your other patients and the things that you've seen treatment for. Is diabetes something that you've been treating?
Yeah, I mean, there's, when we began in Houston, we had launched a clinical trial to assess the safety of using your own stem cells. And of course, the people who joined the trial were all kinds of patients, MS, Parkinson's, diabetes patients, just a wide range of patients with different indications. And we saw that generally the improvements, and of course, each one is measured based on different measurements, because all the diseases have different.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So every case is unique.
Every case is unique, and using your own stem cells, as much as we want the stem cells to do the thing that you want them to do, they go into your body, and your body directs them to heal.
Okay,
certain areas.
So this is what's so interesting about your particular technology,
Sure.
what Celtics is doing, because the stem cells have a natural propensity to go in and fix kind of any of the major things for your major organs. It'll go to your heart first and fix things like that first. Is that right? And then the leftover stem cells will go to fix things like if you have a torn ligament in your knee or something like that. Am I understanding it correctly? That's why it's important to have so many of them?
Well, here's the benefit of having so many stem cells. If you have a lot of stem cells, you could then be able to deliver them by intravenous infusions. And intravenous is just into your bloodstream. When the cells go into your bloodstream, you have to imagine they're going to be circulating around your entire body. So if you don't have a lot of them, then it probably wouldn't do much. But with the dosages that we can come up with now, when you give an intravenous infusion, those cells, first they travel to your heart, then go to your lungs, then circulate throughout your entire body. But because of the number of them, they can circulate to all kinds of different areas in your body, fixing what your body wants or sees the priority as.
And what your body doesn't actually have enough stem cells naturally to fix.
Right. So you could have an instance where, I had a really good friend who had very severe back pain for a very long time.
Hi, me too. Sign me up.
Would get epidural shots like once a year. I mean, just terrible. And she sought stem cell therapy for her own back issue. And when she had in turn received her own cells, she would say, 4 months later, Donna, it didn't work. I still feel the same. It didn't work for me. But it turns out that she had an extremely fatty liver. She's a young person, but suffered from a very, very fatty liver. And it turns out that after she had received her cells, her fatty liver had completely gone away.
So the cells were busy fixing what it thought was so important to fix and didn't have time to get to her back.
Well, or didn't have enough to get to her back. But eventually, actually, she did say that her back was completely better. So it starts, the cells will first begin going to where it needs to go.
This is such fascinating stuff, Donna. I really hope that we hear more about this in the news, and I hope that people will be more proactive about, you know, finding out about it and learning, and to see if this is something that maybe can help a family member, or, I mean, I can think off the top of my head family members that have been, you know, to deal with diabetes, arthritis, Alzheimer's, all sorts of things that this has the potential to fix.
Well, you know, it's a very exciting technology, and stem cells are, you know, we're going to hear much more about stem cells, and maybe there'll be a special cell one day that can cure everything. But right now, I think it's important for patients who are seeking stem cell therapies to make sure that they are looking for access to their own cells, at least for safety. That you know that using your own cells, you won't reject them, you won't have any issues with your own cells. And, you know, finding a good technology that can allow you to have access to those cells
just
when you need them.
Fascinating stuff, and I love that it's a Texas company too.
Yes.
So thanks for being with us, Donna. Okay, for more information on Celtics, just go to our website, thebroadcasttv.com. Click on today's links. We'll have all the information there for you, and we'll show you how to get in touch with the folks at Celtics if you're interested in learning more about this. And we will be right back with more broadcast right after this.